Welcome back, Socialist gamers. We resume our episode in this playthrough series of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. In our last episode, we put down the plans for this new area that we call Shakhtersk, or mining town, in our quest to find sources of coal and iron to mine so that we can export these resources in the future and then slowly go on our way to independence by making steel as well as using coal for such things as creating construction materials. Now this area was quite challenging, as you'll recall. As you can see, there's quite a lot of mountains and lakes as well as rivers that make the process of transferring items quite challenging and expensive to work. So we were able to lay down a network, a very extensive network with conveyor belts, especially in this valley down all the way down here for our coal industry, and then creating a tunnel to transport our workers to our area, and then we'll be able to settle a little town down here. So I think we can go ahead and finalize our construction. This is definitely going to tax our resources, but I think we definitely will need to do this anyway. So, you got to make money to you got to spend money to make money, as they say. So we will also have to think about supplying power to all of these areas. Our mines need power, and certainly our conveyor belts need power, otherwise they don't work. However, the reason why we did all of this work is, as I said before in both my introduction as well as other videos, the conveyor belts really provide the most efficient way of transferring resources. So if you think to the those factory connections that we've been using for our factories, and taking advantage of the fact that if you have a factory connection between two buildings, you have automatic transfer of resources. You can basically think of the conveyor belts as being the raw resource equivalent. So you really kind of want to maximize it as much as possible. Because again, it will save you quite a lot of money and headaches down the line, since you'll have a source of resources that's pretty much, as long as your mine produces items, you will always have those resources transferred down the line. And it's really all about trying to maximize efficiency in this game. So that's the name of the game. Alright, so I am basically just finishing all of this construction and cringing a little bit as we see our money counting down ever so, not even slowly, just really fast countdown of all of our money. But yeah, I think we did well with recouping our dollars with our oil export route, and we are now independent in our fuel, which is nice. And so, I think it's come to time to really invest our money. Alright, I'm just seeing what needs to be finished here. We do need these roads. So we missed that one, and that one, and that one. Alright, so this is exciting. So now we just have to create a lot of substations. Since these will just be powering one thing at a time, in terms of a mine and a couple of conveyor belts, this does not need to be super... this just needs to power kind of the maximum numbers of things that's in its neighborhood. So we have one there. So then we just power stuff downhill here. So yeah, we just need to find an area. So that powers things all the way down here, so then we just need to find something that powers stuff here, so let's see, I just want to place it so it doesn't interfere with stuff. Oh, perfect, we can put it over here. Yeah. So we've got to save money somewhere. This didn't connect for some reason, but we can connect that now. I'm just looking to make sure, do we have connections everywhere else? Yep. Alright, so power is actually going to be a bit tricky. Just a reminder, this area is pretty far down. I mean, eventually we will need to have a unified electrical grid, and that's the other reason I wanted to start getting coal, since we will need coal for our coal power plant. So we could just drag all of our power. We do have power down here, but do I really want to create a separate section of the power grid for just this area? Yeah, I think we'll just take the bullet, and as I said, we will need to create a power grid anyway, unified power grid for when we make power on our own, so again, this game is all about planning for the future and the near future, so you know, it's all kind of part and parcel. So we'll put these down. And, okay, perfect. So rubles. Alright, so this will just be a straight shot down. Not the prettiest, but at this point we just want the most efficient route, which would be direct, since we really want to try to minimize the amount of money that we're spending, especially with this massive mining expense. Alright, so that actually works. Can go along this little ridge and go over here. So we should probably put down a high voltage switch. And I'll put it right next to the mine, since I'm not going to be able to build houses over there. I want to leave this other area for housing. And then I'm just debating. Yeah, I think I'll just drag some medium voltage lines from a transformer. I'm just trying to see. I mean, we're going to have to put... Yeah, we're probably going to have to flatten out this area to put our iron processing together. Because there's not even room for a transformer over here. Unless... Can we put a transformer... So we would put it... Okay, no, that's... Okay, so we can put... So we can put this through here. Alright. So that'll be a direct connection. So we'll have to have our power line go over the mountain, which is cool. Yep, perfect. And so our power line can go over. I think it's over here. Nope, it's over here. So this to that, alright. And then can we do the same thing on this side? So if I put a power transformer, it would have to face this way, since that's where our power line would go. Maybe even on this side. That's too far. Yeah, we can put it over here. So this would go down here and across. Yeah, it's fine. So it says I can't go through there, alright. So where could it go? That's an interesting one. I think it's this particular power line. Oh, okay, here we go. That's interesting. I've not seen a power line in the middle of a lake before, but you learn something new every day. Yeah, so these guys are not happy. Okay, so there's one over here. So, yeah. Angle of connection. Yep, that works. Does that go through? Let's see if that went through. I think it did. Yeah. Okay. And then I think this goes to there. Alright, so not the prettiest, but certainly works. Alright, so now we're able to create our medium voltage lines to go through there. One through here. And how many more do we have? We just have one more, so that can go there. Can just have that go along the mountain, which is pretty cool. And come in there. Well, we'll just come out there. Alright, so we just have 3 substations. Powers this whole line. And we'll do the same thing down here. So we have to power everything. So something like here. Yeah, because that'll power most things. So we just need to, yeah, so then we'll just need one more power source here. Perfect. So this can just parallel the road. And then go over here. And we can just have this connect up there, and then this guy. Oh, this guy will have to turn around. Alright, so that's a bit of a circumspect way, but it works. Alright, so we have our electrical grid. And let's check to see if we even have power. Not... Oh, yep. Perfect. Yep, so we actually have power, ladies and gentlemen. Our mining area is up and running. Okay, and so again, you can see we can have up to 250 people, 250 workers in a mine. Quality of our source is quite poor. So I'm going to put this down to 50, but that would require quite a lot of workers in order to generate our iron, but you know, it is what it is. Finish that. So we're going to have a minimum of 200 workers for all our mines, and remember that's 200 workers per shift, and there's 3 shifts in a day. Oh, this is still constructing. So it's quite a lot of workers, but there's really no way around that. And that's not even including the people that we will need to process all of our ore. Alright, so... really nice. So the other thing I want to do is, since we have 2 conveyor belts distributing our iron and coal ore, I do want to create a unified place for storage. So we can put one here. Let's see if we can. Just don't want to waste any more money than I have to. So things like terraform. Yep, perfect. And then, looks like we'll have to. So these are cheap. That's fine. I should have probably accounted for that before. Oh, I think it's this road again. So we need to, yeah. Let's see. So we won't be able to. So I'm not going to auto build this. I'm just going to see what we can do. If we put this down here, we can terraform it. And then place this here. Okay. Go. Almost. So close. Yeah, maybe. Oh. So close, you can see flashes. And we're almost there. Let's see if once we flatten this, will it, I think we're gonna have to reroute this network. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh. Alright, so that's close. Yep. And then did we, we just need a way to connect these, and it's just as being very, oh. Alright, so we just need a way, perfect. So, again, I don't need to connect these, I don't need to connect these at each intersection, I just need to have a, fire roads, essentially. Alright, and then the last thing we'll do is an aggregate storage. Now this I do for many reasons. One is in case I want to transfer this elsewhere, but also if my mine stops producing due to whatever, I want to make sure I still have downstream production happening independent of the mine not working immediately. Just a little future proofing as usual. So I think this would be a good place. Yeah, this is relatively flat. So let's go ahead and place our storage. Oh, perfect. I like that. And oh, where did we had yep, perfect. Now, yep. So we'll just have this road connect. Oh, yep. Perfect. And then this can connect as a fire road. And this can connect as a fire road, and we will be. So that's one. just need to reroute our wires, which got stopped. Yeah, that works. Perfect. Alright. I'm happy with that, and we'll create the same thing on the other side. So this will be down here, where we actually have a flatter area. So let's plan for one more aggregate storage. Yeah, we can probably just put it right there. Also large aggregate storage. Yeah, we'll have to do it like that. In case I have a train, which I probably will have a train go up here, we'll be able to access this stuff via loading. So we can situate that. Now my only question is, can I connect both of my, yep. Yep, perfect. And then can, let's see how we would do the road. So you can see that these connections are really picky about where you can run a road through. Oh, well, we can just, yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it that way. Perfect. Good. And of course, we still need to worry about power. So, these don't need power to accumulate stuff, but they do need power to transfer stuff out. So we'll worry about that later when we build downstream structures. Alright, so this will be coal ore. This is our coal mining area, so coal ore is what we'll store. And this other one here on the other side of the lake will be iron ore. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and store and start our town. I'll wait till daytime so that we can actually see what we're doing, but we can see the nice lights of our mine and all of our conveyor belts showing that we do have power. Now, is this still building? I think it was just really slow in getting done. Alright. Now, is there a little bend in the roads? We can create a little intersection. And we can see we're below 5 million rubles, so that's a little disconcerting. Hopefully we will soon stop the bleeding from our budget, but we'll just have to see how that goes. And again, I am going to mimic what we did back in our main town of Lemons, in terms of creating a grocery store supply network. At a minimum, I'm going to put down meat storage and warehouse. And of course, these guys will need schools and a kindergarten as well as sports. So we do have a lot of stuff to do, and a bus stop. So I can put the grocery store. Oh, still waiting for this to finish. I do like this. It looks very picturesque. At least it did before we put all our mining equipment here, but that's the price of progress. Alright, so it's light out, so let's see what we would plan on doing. So I think if we put our residential here, the train would come through here. So I would put down my grocery store Small grocery store. These people will not get any luxuries. So we'll put our small grocery store here. Now this only has one, unlike our larger store, this one has only one factory connection. So this is an example of where, because it sells both food and meat, we will need to create a forklift connection, which I believe is the first one we'll create, since there's no way to connect one connection to two structures. So we can create a warehouse. So we'll have to create a factory connection, which we'll have to manually transfer meat and crops, which is fine. So that'll be our factory connection. And then it'll use, we'll have a meat storage, along with a warehouse. So we actually don't need the meat storage to, see, so we don't need the meat storage to be connected to the warehouse. It can be separate. So, yes, come on. Yep, I know you can do it. You can do it, game. There we go. So what we will need is the warehouse to be connected to the both meat warehouse and this will have to be connected to the factory loading depot. Well, hopefully this will work. Come on. Oh, there we go. Now I just want to make sure this will form a factory connection. It's too steep of an incline. Alright. So we'll have to flatten this stuff. Now let's see. Yep, okay. And now so we don't need to have the forklift go to our factory unloading or loading by rail. We just, the depot, it just has to connect directly to these two structures and the cargo train station. So we should be able to hopefully have it fit here. Let's just make sure it's going to connect. It doesn't give me that option, but I'm hopeful. So we should be able to connect one. Nope. So that'll do it, but this will not connect. So we have to reposition this. So that will do it. Oh, perfect. So here, yeah, chances are it's best to always go for the option where the game indicates it can make a connection. And then just so we remember that there's going to be a train, we're just going to create this but not pay for it. So it'll just be a future blueprint. Alright. So that will be our grocery area, and then we'll create a bus platform. I'm gonna directly across. We'll put it here. And we'll rotate. This is really not straight, so let's see if we can get. Yep, that's better. Alright, so that'll be our bus platform, and then we'll need to create a gas station. This will just have to buy its own gas, since there's no way I'm not gonna create a road just yet, so just to connect to supply fuel, because that's just not cost efficient. So we can probably create something like a little pass-through with a gas station for efficiency, and then that can, yeah, I like that. Sure. Alright. And then we can just plan out our residential buildings. So we will need at least 600 workers or thereabouts. So each can fit 179. So we'll need 4 of these buildings to start. So let's see. So I still need to so perfect. Alright, so we'll have 1. Keep saying it can't build an infrastructure. I'm not sure what it means. It will do this sometimes if it can't build something and you need to lower the terrain. So I suspect that's what's going on. But I definitely need to have a road connect. So let's build this one and that one. So I still not sure why I can't build one here. Let's see if we flatten this a bit more. Oh, can't build an infrastructure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that, but can clearly build it. Now we can create, oh, too steep of an incline. Let's see if we can, nope. Can't really do the usual. Let's see if we can just have a footpath down here. Not sure what's going on here. Alright, so this one's fine. And this guy, and we can do our usual pattern here. It's not happy with the change in elevation. Yeah, but we can do one here, so we can, that's fine. Not beautiful, but it does the job. Have you guys come here and come there. And have you come here and come there. And just create a little bypass. Alright. And these guys would have to have a way of... Well, they can go by road, although that's not ideal. I wonder why there's such a... Alright. Yeah, I think these guys would just have to go by road, but they can do it. So then we can create one more. One more set of buildings in the future over here, and then I'll build my school up here. Still have so this is really hilly, so you can see why you generally don't want to do much construction in areas with a lot of hills. This is a good example of the headaches you have to put up with. So we'll put down a school and a kindergarten. Alright, so now we'll be able to tie this together here and over here. And we'll put some sports stuff down. On their way to. Their way to and from, they can participate in all the sports they want, and tennis as well. And this will leave room for some stuff here, And since we can't really use this area for anything else, I'll put another... Can I put another tennis court in here? No. Yeah, I can. Let's flatten this. And then see if... Yep. Put another football playground. Okay. So that looks good. And then we just need to plan our electricity supply, so we can put one through here. Sure, why not? And one can go up here. So what I'll do is, yeah, we can just create this. Fit this in there, good. And then just kind of pass through here. And we have our transformer. We don't have a transformer. Oh. So this will have to be another. We'll have two splitters side by side. So we'll have another high voltage switch and a transformer through here. And then so the switch will provide power and then go down here. And then we'll have our medium voltage wires, one heading up here, and the other one going up north, connecting up there. Alright. Now this, as you can see, this is a massive investment of all of our money, so I'm banking on this paying off below 5 million rubles. Alright, so then we'll create a plan to use dollars to buy 10 tons automatically, which will be our only, that has power. That'll be our only gas purchase, since we're making gas everywhere else. And then we'll finish. Do we have power? Yes. And then we'll finish all of these guys. So eventually we'll have a train network that will supply food and meat, possibly alcohol, to all of our citizens through a train network, and that's why we have all these connections. And I might as well finish by adding a pub, since these will be hardworking people. They'll need some place to drink after a long day at the mine. And I don't blame them for that. This will be a nice area. So we'll, again, finagle it. We'll delete the sidewalks. And then we can recreate the sidewalks. So the weird thing is we didn't actually change much, but the game just will not, especially with sidewalks and footpaths, it's very picky about where you place things, and we made it work. So the other thing I'll do is I'll buy a vehicle depot. So road vehicle depot, we can place it somewhere out of the way, like here. And so that'll provide our buses. And then we do need to check, we don't have any citizens, so we will have to import them. So we can say that this building, we can't actually delegate people until we have a population, which is fine. So here we'll have to buy 4, so 2 buses for each area. And then this bus will pick up passengers. And then, we have not done bus stops. That's fine. We'll drop people off, 50% of people here, and then 50. Well, So actually, there's two thoughts about this. So you could have a bus going to both of these sections and dropping people off. However, some people say that that's actually not the best route to go by, and to have each bus go individually to a site. So I think we're gonna, since we have 4 buses, I think this bus will be for now we'll just have one bus going to each mine back and forth instead of 2. But that way, this bus will go to Iron Mine 2. So which bus is that? That's this one. So then this bus will go to the other iron mine. There have been issues with buses prematurely having all their workers leave for whatever reason. And so if you directly have a form of transportation, then that's supposed to be better to avoid that potential issue. Alright, so we have that. And then this bus will go to coal mine up here. So again, it'll... Oh, I'm sorry. Has to start at the bus stop where it loads everyone with an education. And then it comes here and it unloads everyone. And then my last bus will go to the other mine, which is down here. And does that. Alright. And then we will need a fire station, as per our usual. I think we can place... Can we place one down here? That would be nice. If I can place a fire station... Yeah, I think we can. I'm going to terraform this just a tiny bit. So we'll extend this. And... just this little piece. And... yep, perfect. There's our fire station. Excellent. And this actually might be in walking distance of our buildings. No, but if I create a footpath, I bet you we will be able to have them... no. That's fine. We'll just keep the footpath. It didn't cost us a lot of money, but looks like we'll have to have a minivan. So, we'll buy a minivan as well. This one is the one we've been using, and so this guy will come here and pick up workers and put them out in our fire station. For this, we will need to buy 5 workers. We'll operate that fire truck. Alright, I'm just thinking we don't really need anything else. So the kindergarten, I think this will keep maximally staffed since we have a well. That's half. Let's put this at half staff. Because we also have our store, which I'll keep at like 5 people. Alright. And this just needs 2. Alright, so we're going to have to get workers. So we basically just need a couple of teachers. So let's do like 3 teachers. So and then the rest will be Soviet immigrants, since we need people with an education. So that'll be 95. So that'll be 100. That'll be 100. So we'll have like 400 people, but they will have kids eventually. So I don't want to waste all our money importing people. And then these guys will go to the school, kindergarten, all of our sports, the pub, and the store. And all of these guys will just go to the bus stop. And then all our kids from these houses will go to the school since it's the only school available. Oh, there are no connections. Oh. Alright. Yep. And these guys will go to the school, and these guys will go to the school. And then the school will take priority, so I want like 20% of people going to the school. And then we can't forget the last item, which cannot make a Soviet town, and that is our fearless leader. Now where could he put? Oh, perfect. Yeah. Here's our fearless leader. Oh, and we don't want passengers or students waiting at this bus stop. So that actually looks nicer than I thought it would. I'm happy with this area, although I'm concerned that this is still showing that it's under construction. It should be constructed by now. I mean, is it still, isn't it ready? There we go. That was the longest construction I've seen. Alright. So all that works. Oh, and then we just have to make sure our store is buying stuff. It is, but it's buying in rubles. So I'm going to cancel ruble purchases and purchase stuff in dollars, so at least we offset our dollars with our oil sales. Alright, so we're really down on our money. We barely have over 4 million rubles, so I'm not really wasting any more money. Our next goal is to make money. But everything looks like it is working. Oh, and we just have to launch our buses. So all you guys can launch. And we should have our transit system heading out to the mines. Go make our Soviet nation proud, fellas. So let's look at our population at this point. So we've actually been doing really well. So we have a couple of births. We don't have any deaths or escapes. Yeah. So we're good. And this year we have 97 births, 20 deaths, and no escapes. So we actually gained 10% of our population. So we're actually doing quite well. And we already have workers. How did we get workers? I wonder how we got workers. That's interesting. I thought we couldn't reach buildings. We haven't sent our bus yet. Let me see if we even need this minibus, because actually I would like to avoid that. If we have workers, I'm not going to need to have a bus. Now you can see here what's happening as the voltage goes down and up, so that means we're actually running out of power. So let's go ahead to our connection that we buy our electricity from for now and increase our purchase. And then we can take a look back in our town. Yeah, so now you can see that it's doing it again, but it's much less pronounced. So yeah, here was the issue. So it's doing it a lot less. So that meant that we were borderline out of power. Oh, cool! And there's our buses heading across our beautiful bridge over the lake. And delivering our... Whoa, what's going on there? Oh, it's out of gas, isn't it? Yeah. What kind of happens to the same? Yep, both of them. So you should have gotten gas before you went across the bridge, fellas. It's planning 101. Do we have people cross over here, or what's going on? Are they going back for gas as well? Yeah, he just turned around. Look at that. That's just poor planning. Turning around after going through all that way down the tunnel. Alright, fine. Well, that's why we created this for you, fellas. Yeah, so they can get to this fire station. Alright, I'll take it. I'm not going to argue. I think it's because this bus station is within 400 feet, even though the buildings are not. So, yeah, I'll take it. Again, our power is... This will be sufficient. Alright, so now are you guys gonna... 0 workers? Why do you have 0 workers? You have 53 workers. Oh, yeah, because the thing has a capacity of 80 workers. I don't need 80 workers because I only have 50, so it took up all the workers. So we just need to get 50%. So I just need 40 workers per mine. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, moment of truth. We're climbing this long, steep hill. We should make it in time. Yeah, look at that. Come on. Come on, Soviet bus. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on. Almost there. Don't break down. Come on, Soviet bus. Oh, there we go, and you've made it. Wow, that's impressive. It didn't break down. Yeah, so they still have about halfway of traveling. They only traveled half what their limit is, and that's even accounting for stopping for gas. Alright, so then now we're arriving at our mine. And ladies and gentlemen, we have iron ore. And you can see we have our little animation going down. Did we end up collecting it? No. Why are we not... do I need power? Oh, I don't have voltage here. Why do I not have voltage? Did I miss something? Oh, we didn't power these. So our oh, I see. So our last powered substation was up here. So yeah, none of this stuff is accounted for. Can we put one here? No. Can we put one here? Maybe. Yeah, we can put one down here. Does this have power? No. This one does. And that one does. So we can probably put one here. Then it won't power this. Can we put one down here? No. Would be nice to have something. Why is it not powering? Okay. Oh, okay, it does power this. It was just in display. Alright, so this will power all this stuff. Fine. So we can create... Well, actually, we can put this one down. Alright. Oh, there we go. And now we fixed it so we do have iron ore. And we are accumulating it. Perfect. Glorious ore. Cool. Is our second mine working? No, this is the one that doesn't have workers. So hopefully that will get fixed on the second run through. And what's going on with our coal? Yep, we have coal, ladies and gentlemen. Coal is on. And... Yep, Perfect. So finally, we have coal ore and iron ore, which will both require processing to get iron and coal. But we're halfway there. We are halfway there. Let's see if this guy brings no workers. Oh, same thing. So I will have to increase this. Decrease this to 50, and then where's our other bus? Not that one. It's probably somewhere in the tunnel. It's going down here, so where are you? Is that you? No, that's not you. No, you're somewhere in there. Yeah, it has to be in the tunnel. And we should still have... Yeah, we still have firefighters, so... Oh, there you are. Boom. So you're low... Why do you have workers? You shouldn't have any workers. Why? Are you going back for gas? No. That's confusing. Alright, weird. Okay, now you don't have workers. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it probably loaded 100% and you couldn't unload. It probably could only unload what the mine would take. That's why it has all those workers. So this bus contributed to our waste. Alright, so workers without a job. How can you be without a job if you have all these mining jobs around? Alright. Okay, fine. Let's just let this run. Let's see how that continues. So here's our bus. It should have 40 workers. 30 workers, which is fine. And this is our bus that has 0 workers. Okay. I wonder if you can follow it through the tunnel. Let's see. I haven't built too many tunnels, mostly because they're quite expensive. And they also took a long time to build. Oh, okay. So cool. So, yeah, you kind of see where he's going. That is a big hill. Wow. Nice. That's really cool. So you can see how this game definitely has its moments. For all the frustrations of the early beta issues, early access issues, times like these when you're like, oh wow, you're quite impressed. Come away quite impressed, even with all the little issues and micromanagement issues, little error messages, etc., as we've seen. But there's just something about this that when it all works, it's a beautiful thing to see, and that's what keeps me coming back. Alright, so here's our mine. Oh, yep, here's our coal ore. Bus is heading back, and here's our beautiful coal ore. Exiting our mine and going downstream through our super long and complicated conveyor belt pipeline, and then coming into our storage facility. Awesome. Alright. I'm actually impressed that this is all working smoothly. We're still waiting for workers over there, but yeah, we'll just have to let this run. This worker thing, because there's people waiting, so this worker thing should basically work itself out. And yeah, like for instance, so you're bringing so you're bringing some workers to our mine, and so then we should have both sets of conveyor belts transporting our resources, and we are building up quite a bit of iron ore. Cool. So if we look at our money, We do see that last month we actually just barely made net dollars, so we're offsetting our expenses, which is good, at least in dollars. This month we're not importing any gas, well, until recently just for this town, but we're otherwise making our own fuel. Oh, there we go, we have 2 mines producing. Good. And we have a new town, which is situated very nicely in a picturesque lake between the mountains, which are giving us both coal and iron. Excellent. There's another bus, no workers, but you're going home to pick up more workers. Good. You have workers, and you have workers. Alright, awesome. And here's our long and complicated conveyor belt system, which is pumping out coal ore. Alright, I'm super happy with this. So, we could consider actually creating our train network down here, and just selling this stuff until we get to build a processing area, because then our train would A, be quite cheap, provided we can get tracks through these mountains, and B, we actually would be able to make dollars. So I'm quite tempted to do that. How much is my ore worth? So the only issue is the ore isn't worth a lot. You can see the coal. Yeah, so the finished product is 3 times the ore price. So I would probably hold off until we create a processing industry. But after that, that's actually not a bad idea, because that would allow us to make rubles for the first time in this game so far, and we would be able to finally have be on the road to building a power plant, especially if we have coal, and then get a construction industry going full-time down the line. The only issue here is it's hard to... So the processing industry would have to be here, because we still need it to be within reach of our town, since it does require people, but I think that could be the last thing we do in this episode, is set that up to finish what we started. Let's just see how our fields are doing. So we have our tractors moving. They're not stuck at the gas station. We don't have anyone doing firemen, but we have this guy bringing workers, so it's just getting fuel. Alright, so those are our firemen. We have multiple fields growing. Good. And then up here we have... Oh, are we harvesting crops? Yep, we're harvesting crops, ladies and gentlemen. We are harvesting crops. Perfect. So here is our combine. And here's our truck loading up with crops. Alright, excellent, excellent. Oh, we already have 450 tons. Alright, awesome, awesome. So we are on our way, and this is operating good. And it has fuel. Alright, good. Good. What's going on here? Is everyone happy? We have workers. We don't have people in line at the shop. We have alcohol. We're creating this little thing here. We have workers with no jobs, but fewer of them. So we can just put them in here for now, since they're complaining of jobs, but they're actually educating our kids. And they're staffing our sports. Excellent, excellent. Gravel industry. So I have almost 600 tons. This is processing well. And then finally, what's going on with our oil? Oh, so you can see we have a ton of oil now, even though we're still producing fuel and bitumen. So we have 90 tons of fuel I'm still not getting a lot of workers here for some reason. Not sure why, but we're still keeping up with our fuel production, and we're actually making a ton of oil that we can export, so I think we did the right thing by putting down 9 rigs, which I honestly have not done before in one single area, since I have not faced such low producing oil wells. Where is my bus? Are you going to... Alright, so you're taking 38 workers to my refinery. Good. Okay, excellent. Very, very good. So yeah, let's just set up our processing industry plans, and after that I'm not spending any more money except to create a train network to export my resources, and then that'll be the end of this episode. So, we'll just work backwards. Since we cannot mix... Yeah, so, we'll just work backwards. So we'll just have to have 2 storage sites. Well, let's see. We have to have 2, so we have to have a coal processing plant and an iron processing plant. So the coal processing plant is pretty small. So what I want to do is have a little bus stop that supplies both with workers. So let's see how we can go about that. First things first, we need to create a little road. Yep. 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 Alright, so this isn't really getting picky. Yep. Yep. Alright, so this will have a little bridge, so we can build our... Well, we might as well build a brick bridge just to change things a bit. Alright, go down here. And then continue our bridge, our road, connecting to the bridge, and then maybe, yeah, sure. For why it's not, this time, see, when I want to curve, there we go. When I want to curve in the road, this just does not do it. I don't want to curve in the road, it always does it. Alright, so, yeah, something like that, and then we can create a little, I don't want to waste rubles just yet. So create another bus stop here. And then this will lead to our, where is my coal processing plant? So yeah, so our, yeah, so we would go over here, and yeah, that should be doable. So we'll put in a coal processing plant. Yeah, that works well. Let's see if we can get it a little bit more straight. Yeah, we can't. We have to pay to flatten stuff. You know, I'm probably just gonna... It's not a lot of money, and this has been bothering me since we're wasting money on terraforming. I'm just gonna plunk down a construction depot down here since we need one. We need some more of them anyway. Can I just plunk one down here? Yeah, so it's ironic that I have to flatten terrain to put something down so I can flatten terrain for free, but you know, it is what it is. But at least now we won't keep wasting our money. Because that now we'll be able to buy paver, roller, bulldozer. and excavator. Alright, so now we should be able to do this for free. So once again, let's try for the coal processing plant. This is how I want it to orient. Why is it still, Alright, well, so... let's see, that's fine. And then this will be our little connection. And then we'll, of course, need to find a way to power this. So let's see. We'll have to bring our conveyor belts down through here. So let's see if we can place our iron processing plant. So the only issue is, so this face, you can see that the output, which is this part on the bottom, faces the other way, so that's not ideal. You can change the direction of your conveyor belts. It doesn't have to be straight on. So if you look at the conveyor belts, you can see that it's goes at 90 degrees as well, but those are a little bit more difficult to place, so we'll have to find a way to angle everything so that my plan comes to fruition. So what I'm going to do after I place this is eventually have like a loading and unloading dock for a aggregate unloading building for trains, and the train will come in, load either. So you can't mix the two products, but the train will eventually. But if I connect both storage areas to a loading, unloading, the train will be able to select which one it uses. I think we would have to place it kind of like this. So this would work. And this was free, good. Alright, so now this would connect to here. And this would connect to there. And that's free, good, so that's saving us money. And this will have to have a substation, so we can put one there. So we might as well, yeah, I don't want to, I'll just create another, so we'll create another switch here. Can probably just get away with this. I like when things are free, so we should have done that before. Alright, so that will slowly flatten. Let's see. Maybe. Good, I know you can do it. And now we take our large, this will have to be angled, yep. And then we'll create another power transformer, probably, yeah, something like that. Alright, and basically have it connect. So here's our large high voltage line, and then we'll create a little bit of a connection there. Angle of connection is too sharp. Alright, there. So that'll power all of this stuff, and then we need to make sure we have our conveyor belts network. So is our, here we go. Here's our connection. So we can put this out here. Perfect. Now where will we go? Alright. Oh, nice. Let's see how far. Okay, so we can get it there. And then, oh, perfect. And we have just one more. Excellent. I love it when a plan comes together. Yep. Alright, and then we'll basically have the same plan here, but I think this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, we can angle it along the coast. So over there. Maybe over, let's see how far. Yeah, no, it just goes down here. Alright. Then we can have it go, let's see, it's not going to go here, so we can go here. Oh, perfect. Where is our, it's all the way over here. Yeah, I think we'll have to, we haven't committed to this yet, so. Oh, uh-oh, oh. I just want to make sure this isn't, I think it doesn't like that, yeah, it doesn't like that conveyor belts, that power transformer's there, so that would work. As would that. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So I normally have never I've created long conveyor belt routes before, but certainly not like this. This is quite different than I'm used to. But hey, it's working, so I am certainly will take that. Alright, so then we'll probably have... Okay, so this guy can continue on. We need to create all of these fire access roads. Let's see. So again, this is a perfect example of why building stuff in this game in mountain territories or anything hilly is just a nightmare. Alright. And this guy doesn't need to connect. I'm not spending money on a fire bridge. That's just a waste. So that would work, that would work, and that would work. We'll just kind of move this along and terminate it there. And come on, I know you can do it. Perfect. Perfect. And so the last thing we need to do is have 2 more storage areas, and these storage areas will be for the finished products. So we'll do 2 more large. Now you might ask why I'm not doing a small one. So the small one is less than half the storage, and I generally have found that if there's a significant issue that interrupts the mine, you know, it doesn't provide me enough of a buffer. So I do like the buffer that the large aggregate provides. Plus, they're not actually that much more expensive, so if you have the room, there's no sense not to do the large aggregate. So again, so the plan is, so we have our mines up there. They feed into this aggregate area for ore. Ore gets processed, and then the finished product will go to a separate aggregate storage, and then that will be exported by train. The ore storage is solely to make sure that we have enough resources at all times to make our finished products. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Can I? So it won't let me do that, but I can. All right, so we can do something like that. Alright. This does not require any, so everything south of here just requires power. It does not require any workers. Alright, so this is free, which is really nice. Makes it even better. Let's see if we can... No, that's fine. So we'll create one here. And then this one will need to have a... because of the angle, we will have to re-angle it using our fancy conveyor transfer. Oh, I think I saw it. Yeah. Perfect. And then where is our aggregate storage? Alright, so this guy. Again, you kind of wish you could have more control over where these inputs and outputs are, but you just have to work around them. So one more rotation, that's good enough. So yeah, so that's so that should be fine. Alright, so that's fine. And so just to give you an idea of the finished product, or the finished area I'm going for is, we do have our, let's see where it is. So, I think it's under, should be under infrastructure. So train aggregate loading, so here we go. So this is the finished plan, and then this guy will connect to that guy. And I think I'll have to have one more conveyor transfer for this one, but then that will be the final thing that we need. So, if I put this down, I'm not going to finalize this just yet. We'll do this when the train, much like our oil loading. We'll finish this when we actually do build our train. But this is what I've been going for. And then in order to transfer this thing, let's see if we can get, I think we may have to get 2 of these. Let's see if we can, sometimes this road, as I said, does tend to interfere with stuff, so yeah, I think we should be able to, come on, something over, you just want to, oh, perfect. Now the only question is, am I going to be able to have a road connection? So maybe I should do something like that. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I think that might be, so if we do something like that, I just want to make sure the road will come through. Oh, maybe that's gonna work. No. So you just have to. Oh, perfect. Well, not perfect, but that's fine. It's fine for our purposes. Again, it's just a fire road. I mean, yeah. Would I have designed it that way? No. Does it work? Yes. And the other question I have is, how do I go about, this stuff needs to be connected. Yeah, that's a really roundabout way, but yeah, I think, again, you know, early access. So you could see how if I wanted to build a town in a mountain area, I mean, it is just a mess. And these aren't even that big of these mountains are not huge. I mean, these are just more hills than total mountains, than actual mountains. So it just becomes a nightmare. Alright, so then this guy just needs to have Again, more access roads in case there's a fire. We'll have to see if a fire hits us. I don't want to keep building fire stations all over the place, so hopefully that fire station will be sufficient. But we'll just have to see how that goes. And then the final thing for us is figuring out a way to get all these guys in here. Come on. And come on. Oh. So this is good. Alright, good. Good. So I think this is not connected, and again, incline. Alright. And, yeah. I think we've accounted for everything, and the last thing we need is to power all this stuff. So, where's our substations? Over here, we're here, so we need to power these two things, and our power's up here, so we need to power, I don't think we can power, maybe we can. So let's see if we can power I would like to power all three of these, but might not be able to. Let's see. Oh, yes. So let's see if we can. What I'm gonna do here is I'll save money since this is free now. I'll save money over having to do 2 sets of substations. Yeah, perfect. Yep, there we go. And so we just need this one. And then we have our transformer over here. Does this work? Yes. So we can put this along the coast. Perfect. So that takes care of that. And then we did have our transformer out here. And this guy will have to go out like that. Let's see, and then, so these guys don't have to be powered just yet, and then I have to account for power down here. So this does not have power. Is there a way to put it here? No, I think this does need power. So we could, so I don't think there's a way of, yeah, this is too far. I think we're just a little bit far, so we can't power everything at once. So let's just find, so that's powered, so we just need one here. And yeah, we need one here, and then we can put one like here. Alright, so I think that'll take up most of our other power transformer spaces. So this can go over here and basically just go there. And then this guy can go through there. And there, and we can hook him up. Hook up, I think so. Alright, let's finalize all of our construction. I'm just going to use some dollars since we are actually making dollars, and you know, this endeavor is quite expensive. So, you know, I just think since we spent 60% of our rubles, I'm starting to become a little bit nervous, and so because we're actually making dollars, we're not making rubles just yet, I'm going to use some of our dollar reserves. And since we already have at least a road connection to the west to make dollars, we can certainly export oil. Besides oil, we can also export fuel and bitumen, versus I don't even have a connection to anything that trades in rubles. But that's basically going to be our next priority. Alright. Good. And all this stuff. So dollars, and more dollars. Oh, I think this became, this became disconnected. So this guy, finish that, and all of these guys. And we do need to get some more buses, and for that we will have to use rubles since we are not able to buy any buses for dollars at this point. Alright, it's almost done. So we'll just use up all these dollars that we have. Not exactly burning a hole in our pocket, but we're better situated with them than we are with rubles. Let's just put it that way. Alright. I think... Alright, does this have power? Yes. Oh, look at that. I think we are... Well, maybe not. I think we have workers, so we're not transferring our ore just yet. Let's see. Oh no, this is still constructing, so we can't be transferring our ore. And this is all... I'm not going to build this, but if we built everything else... Oh, how come this is not built? Oh no. What? Oh, okay, fine. Oof! Hope we didn't go through all of this to not be able to build that. Okay. And these two are being built, so we need power, of course. And as the sun sets, we are finalizing everything. And so the last thing we need to do is to build our bus station. More access roads. Oh, now this is something that comes up. So even though this looks like this road goes through here, this is actually not a connection that's valid. The game will say that there's no access to if there's a fire that breaks out. I've learned that the hard way. It doesn't really make much sense, but you just have to be aware of that since you don't want to get burned, literally. And I've learned that the hard way. I didn't see that when construction mode, so that's just something that you guys want to be aware of for your own playthroughs. That's fine, we already paid for it, so we'll keep it, but yeah, that should be kind of made more obvious. Okay, and then these guys will work equally in both of these processing facilities. Just want to make sure I didn't... So there's coal and iron ore. Okay, because they look identical. I just want to make sure I didn't make a mistake, since they are not cheap. Ooh, and we've really gone down on our dollar supply. Okay, so yeah, our next step is to make a lot more money. But we're basically getting to be largely self-sufficient for most things at this point. So they'll go here and here, and we'll just start with 5 workers, so the max we'll need is 30. So we just need to get a bus with 30 workers. We have a bus. So if we put the 60 passenger one, we can just load half dispatch. So we come here, we load half. So we can just staff this full since so we'll see how much if our iron and coal keeps up. So if we have 50% load at that bus stop, we have 30 people, and then we unload everyone, so it's a direct connection, and then we'll just have maximum number of people. Alright. And we can see that we have imported coal ore and iron ore into both of our plants. Again, I apologize for how dark it is, but we have 500 tons of iron ore, so we're actually doing really well there. And let's follow our bus. So this is our new inaugural processing facility. I will bet you that it will run out of gas, just like everything else. Alright, so here we are turning it into our glorious, beautiful bus platform. There's like no workers. Only 7 workers? I thought they didn't have jobs. So we'll probably have to look at that. We may have to import more workers since we only imported around 100 people per building for our 4 buildings, so we actually might be reaching the end of our workroom capacity. And here we are, heading down. Please decide if you're going to get gas now. I just don't want it to turn around. And heading past our glorious Soviet power facilities. And now we're turning down south to head to our processing area. No tunnel for us. I think it's going to turn around for gas. Yep. Yeah, I think in the beta patch that's currently being tested, that behavior has been improved, so the bus will actually take into account whether or not it can finish its route and then get gas accordingly. Because this type of behavior, in the current version, the stable version of the game, it's just really annoying and does waste time. Alright, so now we're getting gas. Slowly but surely. Alright. Now we should be able to get to where we're going. I do like that bridge, and you can see the mines and all the conveyor belts in the distance across the lake. That's pretty nice. Probably just plant a couple of trees since we pretty much cleared half that mountain. But I'm actually amazed at what we've been able to do with this area, so that's been really, really nice. Kind of a surprise. We still haven't tested out those... what's going on there? Ooh, it's a bit of a bug. I was saying that we haven't tested out those cable cars, so I think if the mines we have are not sufficient to produce and keep up with our processing, so we don't get enough coal or iron down the line, then yeah, I think I'll try out the cable cars as my next step. Alright, here's our amazing Soviet road that cuts through pretty challenging terrain, and we have to remind everyone this is still a gravel road. What do you think this is, the West? We can't afford asphalt. Look, we can afford a brick bridge. So self-sufficiency is the name of the game here. I mean, sure, once our construction industry and resource base increases, then we'll go all out and spoil our populace with things like asphalt roads and name brand clothing. But at this point, this is still a budding workers' paradise. So gravel roads it is. This road is, geez, I would not want to be on that bus. But, of course, it's in line with our proletariat first philosophy. Alright, so we only have 7 workers. I don't know why, but let's see. Yep, so both of them are going. The bus is going back on its harrowing ride to town. And now we should have accumulation of iron and coal. Alright, here we go. Success! Alright. So we are now officially able to produce iron and coal. It says missing iron ore. Why would we be missing iron ore? I speak too quickly. This has power. This has power. That has power. Oh. Why does that not have power? This doesn't have power. Oh, this didn't connect for some reason. I wonder why I had that. Alright, there we go. Yeah, now that's working. Okay. So now we have iron and coal in full production. Alright, we'll end it right there. Thank you again, Socialist Gamers, for joining us on this, our continuing playthrough of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. We can bask in the beauty of our brand new and very expensive coal and iron manufacturing zone in the town of Shakhtersk. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next episode. До свидания.